You know why they call it history, right? Because it's his story and her story and my story and your story. And I told you, in this class we're going to be doing more than just reading textbooks. We are making history. Hello, hello, all those beautiful faces. How we doing? Miss Edmonds checking in. And today we're talking about oral history. Because as you guys talked about in class, in the textbooks, we often remember those quote-unquote important people, those kings, those queens, the people who are in charge of the government. But do you know who else I think is important? I think you're important, and I want to know your story. But let's just quickly review what oral history is. To find out more about oral history, let's do a quick internet search. So we'll type in here, oral history. And Google gives us a definition, but I actually want to check out the Oral History Association. They give us a really good definition, some examples, and go into the historical context. So right here, oral history defined. Oral history is a field of study and a method of gathering, preserving, and interpreting voices and memories of people, communities, and participants in past events. Oral history is both the oldest type of historical inquiry, predating the written word, and one of the most modern, initiated with tape recorders in the 1940s and now using 21st century digital technologies. In doing oral history, Donald Ritchie explains, oral history collects memories and personal commentaries of historical significance through recorded interviews. An oral history interview generally consists of a well-prepared interviewer questioning an interviewee and recording their exchange in audio or video format. Recordings of the interview are transcribed, summarized, or indexed, and then placed in a library or archives. These interviews may be used for research or excerpted in a publication, radio or video documentary, museum exhibition, dramatization, or other form of public presentation. Recordings, transcripts, catalogs, photographs, and related documentary materials can also be posted on the internet. Oral history does not include random taping, such as President Richard Nixon's serendipitous recording of his White House conversations, nor does it refer to recorded speeches, wiretapping, personal diaries on tape, or other sound recordings that lack the dialogue between the interviewer and the interviewee. And of course, if you want to learn more about oral history, I highly encourage you to go to the Oral History Association's website. They have lots of great resources and more information on oral history. And right here in the Bronx, as I talked about in episode 1, there is history all around us. There are stories each and every single one of these people that we see out here has. And I have a couple stories lined up for us today. So let's go check it out. The first one is right here around the corner.
All I'm saying, we gon' make it out the rain, no more playing. I'm just a youngin' and I'm moving different. Now I got 20/20 vision, you can see the difference.
So this is actually where I park my car every day while I'm at school. And I want you to meet somebody very special. This gentleman right here helps me out. His name is School, and we're gonna meet his son-in-law. So right here we have with us Vinny, and he's going to share with us his story from moving from India to the Bronx.
Hi, my name is Vinny Bodhi. I was living in India like till 2005, and we were very poor over there, and we were struggling a lot there. Then I got opportunity to come to New York. Then I came over here and we moved to Bronx. I have my relatives over here. They support me. I work hard. Then I buy home. I moved to Long Island now. I have 2 kids, and we are living happily now. And working hard is key to get success.
Nice. What
Thanks.
industry do you work in?
I'm in actually telecom industry right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. So if anybody's interested in that, maybe you want to be friends with this guy right here, Vinny. All right?
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
sharing your story. The Bronx is home to so many different people from so many different places. Like Vinny, who came here from India just 14 years ago and was able to take his family from poverty to owning a home, the American dream. Next, we have a Harlem transplant. He was actually my student teacher last year, and now he has his very own classroom right here in the Bronx. And we're gonna meet him just down here, down on Arthur Ave. Let's go. Thank you, how you doing? It's okay.
I'ma put my mom in a new house. They gon' see this bag I'm getting now. They gon' see this bag I'm getting. Flexed up cause I'm really with it. Got a whole lot of people that's trying to get it. The X where I'm from, I ain't never tripping. We out like we on a mission. I know killers with the fingers itching. Everybody wanna talk like the politicians, trying to run up on us and they bound to get you. In my city it get gritty, don't get it twisted. We ain't no goofies. We just trying to get our cash up and live life like a movie. That BX really made me, so don't ever get it twisted.
What's
All I
up,
want is my cash.
What up? I was not dressed for this.
I know, it's pretty warm out here, right?
God,
I thought we would go to this spot right here.
How y'all doing? Daniel Cologne here. Some of y'all may know me as Mr. Cologne. You're not allowed to use my first name from Bronx law. That's right, still Mr. Cologne to y'all. But the difference between now, but back then and now, is that before I was a student teacher when y'all knew me, now I'm a DOE teacher. Alright, now it's official. Sorry I couldn't be at Bronx Law, but you'll catch me in Explorations Academy, you know, if you pass by. But let me give you a little bit of background about myself. So, born and raised in Spanish Harlem. I know we talking about the Bronx, but I became a Bronxite 6 years ago. When my daughter was born. There was no reason why I moved to the Bronx other than it was less expensive than Manhattan. Yes, for those of you who don't know, Spanish Harlem is in around 110th and Lexington, you know, that 6 train stop. That's where that's at. But now I live in the Bronx by Pelham Bay Park. Still the 6th line, you know, still the local 6th line. But for me, I love the Bronx, you know, living in the area that I live in. I was originally from Lehman Projects. Yes, I was born and raised in the projects. Now, definitely live in a duplex, you know, step up, you know, coming on up. But yeah, being a new dad made me wanted to switch up the things that, you know, had become, I don't know, I guess complacent in my life, like, you know, where it was just like, oh, I knew Spanish Harlem. I was used to moving around in, you know, in that area, but really just sticking to home. But I wanted to branch out as I was getting older, you know? So I moved to the Bronx, and yeah, I don't want to move. I want to stay in the Bronx. I love the Bronx, BX all day. I would even rep that I'm from BX now. Nah, still from Harlem, you know? Still from Harlem. BX by association, you know? But yeah, as I made the transition to being a new dad and now a new teacher, you know, and knowing everything that I know about the Bronx, especially with them trying to gentrify the Bronx, I feel like, you know, I want to stay there. I want to be somebody that, you know, students look up to. They can look at a teacher and be like, oh, he looks just like me, or like, you know, he has the same kind of culture or same kind of background as I do, so they could relate to me more. And I think that is very important when it comes to teaching youth, especially black and brown youth, to see representation on the other side of the desk, you know, teaching them, letting them know, like, at the end of the day, no matter where you come from, you can still make it. You can still do big things. Don't let, you know, the world determine what they think you should do. You can do whatever. I came from the same background, same area, same hood, you know, as a lot of y'all come from now. But look where I'm at, you know. I got a healthy 6-year-old daughter, you know, who's in school. She goes to charter school. She's doing great. Still struggling with remote learning, as we all are, but, you know, still on the path to success. Now I'm a new teacher in the Bronx. I wanted to stick to the Bronx. I wanted to teach in the Bronx. I wanted to inspire in the Bronx, you know. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Stay tuned, stay updated about me. You know, this won't be the last video y'all see of me. All right.
The Bronx, people are making history every single day. We have one more story I want to share with you, and we have to go for a little bit of drive, so come on with me. All right, here we are at our last spot. My friend lives in this building right here. He said he's coming down. Let's hang out, wait for him. It's a beautiful night here in the Bronx. The sun shining down here. It's like about 77 degrees, no humidity. Beautiful. Nights like this I live for. Beautiful. Like your face. What's up, what's up? How we doing?
Good. Sugar.
Some for me.
Oh, yeah. You've been owed that for a long time.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Shawn Wilson. This is my block in my area that I grew up here in the Bronx, Bureau Avenue. Went to school not too far from here. Just one of my most memorable things, which I love, is the corner store, aka the bodega. Everybody got bodega. That's where we used to get our, well, they didn't have chopped cheeses back then, so we used to get our deli sandwiches, our freaking quarter waters, our 5-cent Tootsie Rolls and everything like that. And then we had the street lights on the block, so when the street lights came on, it's time to get your butt home or be in front of the block. So now, fast forward, I'm 34 years old. Now I own my own business, and I decided to stay here, so this way I'm able to give back to the community, stay involved with what's going on here in the Bronx and also the other 5 boroughs. So definitely, just remember where you came from, and never forget where you came from, so you could give back as well.
You see, everyone has a story, and now I want to know your story. So get out there and keep making history.